We'll get the wonders and all the miracles you deserve. Baby, you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What's up and what's going on? And welcome back to the best trading community in the world. Because once again, you make it the best. So how are y'all doing today, traders? What's up and what's going on after this long 3-day weekend? How we feeling? How we doing? Are we fired up? Are we excited to be back? Are we ready to hit it hard and make it happen in the market? Because I tell you what, I'm ready. If you can't tell, I'm fired up. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to make it happen. I am very energetic. I'm super stoked to be here to work with each and every one of you. So how are you feeling? That's what's important. How are you feeling today? Are we woke up? Did we sleep good last night? Are we hungry and motivated to lock in some profits? So let me know and hit me with a big old good morning. Yo, Mr. G. What's up? Morgan saying, let's get some digits. Reminds me of that Young Thug song. Digits and digits? I don't know. Jamie, good morning. Trader King, one tall, cool one. Another Steve, Trader Adam, J. Dust, Steve K, Steve Carby, Stir Kids King. My goodness, everybody is inside of chat today. Ready to make it happen. And then who do we have over on the tube today? We have Oscar, what's up? Jesse, welcome to the stream. Mr. Ed Nevis, the man, the myth, the legend. Uber Life, Joe, Jack, Burton, Dana. Woo-hoo-hoo. Simon, what's up? Dan Tino, good morning, boss. What's up? Dougie Freshkin. Man, I'm running out of breath, guys. We have tons of traders over on YouTube right now. We have every single member inside of chat. Everybody is here. Everybody is ready to rock and roll to make this Money Tuesday the best Money Tuesday that you've ever seen. And we're going to make it happen, guys. We're going to get you guys prepared for the day. We're going to talk about where the best opportunity is, where my focus is, and where I plan on making some money for the day. Right now at this point in time, 0 trades on the day, guys. Nothing right now at this point in time because I haven't really seen anything that I want to get involved with. I'm really just focused on the best of the best setups. One and dones. Make a couple grand. That's the goal. Lock it in. Done for the day. Not trading $200 here, $300. One and done. Where's the best setup? Where's the best opportunity to lock in our profits, to secure those profits, to just make it an awesome Tuesday, especially coming back after that 3-day weekend. So it is, once again, Money Tuesday. All right. We are coming into the end of the month. We officially have 8 trading days to go. So we got 4 days this week, 4 days next week. So I want you guys to make this the best 8 trading days of the year. Hit it hard. Be consistent. Stay disciplined. Control those emotions. Let's make it happen. My goal for you is to see each and every trader inside of Profits Chat this week. I want to see you in Profits Chat. So let's make it happen. Let's get serious. Let's get focused. Let's get dialed in. Let's figure out where that opportunity is, guys. It's June 21st, 8:55. We have 35 minutes until the market opens. And right now, we do have some movers today in pre-market. We do have some opportunity today in the market. Number one, we have BKSY. Number one, I will be definitely watching BKSY today. Why am I watching BKSY? Well, this morning they dropped a press release, right? Number two, I was already watching this stock because I was liking that little double bottom that we were starting to see off that 50 SMA. I was like, all right, it's a prior day mover. It's a prior runner. The stock went from 114 all the way to 371. Didn't do a lot over the last 2.5 weeks, but I was looking at this one on Friday because Friday it popped on up a little bit. And we were like, you know what? That's a little bit of a double bottom. If this could start breaking back above that 20 EMA, this thing could start ripping and running. Shockingly enough, this morning, they come out with a press release at 7:52 that they win a 5-year joint artificial intelligence center contract for AI data readiness. So we do have a good press release this morning on BKSY. BKSY is trading decent volume. It's trading 7 million shares in the past, hour. And the average volume on the stock is 6 million shares is the average. Let me turn that volume up a little bit. If it gets a little too loud, just let me know. So yeah, in the last hour, we've traded 7.5 million shares. On average, we traded 6.5 million shares. We're definitely going to surpass that 2 exit, 3 exit, 4 exit. Volume's not an issue. We have the volume. It's up 33%. It's a nice low float. It's not the lowest of the lowest float, but it's definitely not a 500 million in float stock where it's going to take a lot to get this thing going. It's 59 million in float, so we'll say that's a medium float, and we know the stock can move, right? This stock has proven itself. This stock has moved before. In a single day, we've seen the stock go from, excuse me, guys, from around 117 all the way up to like $3 in a single day, a $2 move in a single day. Did it give some back? It did give some back, but it didn't go red. It didn't give everything back. And then it had a nice multi-day continuation all the way to 371, and it never really left a lot of upper shadows to where you're like, man, is this stock going to gap up, spike, and then give it back? Or is it actually going to hold its gains? Is it actually going to have a good day? Well, looking here recently, we can see that, it holds its gains relatively well, right? Nice big move. $2 to the upside, little upper shadow, but nothing too crazy. Couple, days continuation to the upside, nothing too crazy with massive upper shadows or gap ups that just dump on off. So overall, I do like BKSY, right? I think BKSY could have a good day behind it. It has a great press release. The float's decent, good volume. It's a prior mover. It just put in that double bottom off of the 50 SMA there at 180. It has room all the way to 371. I definitely see the potential here with BKSY, and that's why it's one of my top stocks to be watching right out of the gate is going to be BKSY. So we do have support back down at 245. So again, 245 support at this point in time. If you start cracking below 245, I would say you'd come back down towards around that 223 level. Okay, so again, we just really want to see this staying above 245 ideally. And then we could see this thing up towards around $3. And if we ever break $3 here on BKSY, we could see this thing up towards around 330 and then retesting that high at 371. So that's going to be your top target today would be 371. But before you get to 371, you do have resistance at 330. You do have a little bit of resistance right there around that $2.96 to $3 level. And your bottom support right now is back down around 245. If you start cracking and fading and falling below 245, you can see it back down into the 220s. But right now at this point in time, it looks great. It has the good press release. The volume's there. The float's, low enough. We know the stock can move. It's proved itself. It's a prior day mover. Doesn't give a lot back. We know it's a pretty consistent stock. When it moves, it moves. I like BKSY, and it's definitely one of my top stocks to be watching right out of the gate. All right, BKSY. One sec. I do apologize. I'll be muting myself a lot today. Allergies, once again, kicking my butt. So I'll be muting myself every time I have to yak and cough. Okay. So number 2, HCTI. Okay. So what's going on with HCTI this morning? Well, HCTI authorizes a $2 million share repurchase program. Right. So they are authorizing a share repurchase program here on HCTI. Now, HCTI looks really good. I mean, across the board. Good press release. It's up 56%. But here's the thing that stands out to me. It's trading 4 million shares, and on average, it trades 100,000. We have substantial volume with HCTI. Another thing that stands out to me is it's the lowest float stock on the leaderboard. It's under 8 million in float. And we know traders love low float stocks. Traders love newer IPOs. Traders love stocks that have tons of volume. So if I was, in anybody else's shoes as a trader and I was dissecting these stocks, which one would I land on? Probably HCTI. The low float, the impressive volume. It's a newer IPO as well. We know that these newer IPO stocks do run. They do rip quite a bit. I do like HCTI for those reasons. We have a decent press release, nice low float stock, fantastic volume, and it's a newer IPO as well. This stock could absolutely rip and run the day. So this is going to be my number 2. And I'm definitely going to keep this one on high watch, guys. So right now we do have support at 136. That's our current level of support here on HCTI is going to be right here at 136. Now, if we start cracking below 136, you'll probably see it back down towards around 109 to 112. So somewhere around these two spiking highs. So that spiking high was right around 109, and then that spiking high here was at 112. So right around that 3 to 4 cent window, right? Right around that 109 to 112. Current support, 136. Ideally, want to see it hold above 136. Now, if we can hold above 136 and start to see some volume move in and start to push on up here, we can definitely see it back up towards 180 pre-market highs. You do have resistance around 190 to $2. So just give yourself about a 20-cent window. About a 20-cent window from 180 resistance to $2 resistance. Okay, so between 180 to $2, you do have some strong resistance. Now, if you can start breaking above that 180, 190, $2 level, we do have a lot of potential to the 250s and then $3 on HCTI. Do I think it can do that? Absolutely. Why? It has the volume, nice low float stock, newer IPO play, and we know that these stocks can rip and run. So I definitely want to be watching HCTI today as my number 2. So BKSY, definitely my number 1. Great press release. It's meeting that criteria to be a watch list worthy stock. HCTI, same thing. It's meeting all of that criteria plus some to be a watch list worthy stock. So those are going to be my top 2 stocks of the day, guys. Those are my top 2 right out of the gate. Okay. Now I got a couple of back burners, and these stocks have potential. I'm just going to read these off quickly so you know exactly what I'm looking at as well, like off to the back burner. So if you hear me talking about these stocks today, you're not like, where'd you come up with this stock, Josh? It's already a stock that I'm looking at, and I think these stocks have decent potential. So another stock that I'm considering putting on my top stock watch list would be SIDU. I think SIDU has potential today. Another stock that I think has good potential today would be DAWN, right? Right now, a lot of traders would probably say, Josh, there's no volume, right? Why would you look at this stock? Well, we're breaking back above the 200 SMA today. We're pushing above Friday's resistance, Friday's highs. I know the stock doesn't have any volume right now, but this could be a low float sleeper play. You guys know I love my low float sleeper plays. This is a low float sleeper play that could also be a little bit of a short squeeze, right? This is a stock that's easy to borrow on mainstream platforms. I mean, it was last week. It was definitely one last week that was easy to borrow across the board. Number 1, inexperienced shorts moving in, right? Could lead to a short squeeze. Number 2, 19% of the float is currently short on DAWN. So right now, as we sit and stand and we talk about this stock, 19% of this float is currently short. That's about 5 million shares. We are breaking above the 200 SMA. We are breaking above Friday's highs. This could very well be a low float sleeper play that just starts taking on off and everybody misses it. We're not going to miss it. I see DAWN. I see the potential. I want to make sure we're on top of it because this thing could absolutely rip and run, guys. Could absolutely rip and run. We would have some room to $20 today. We do have support back down at $16 with a little bit of resistance right here at $16.81. So I'd like to see the stock hold above $16, break above $16.81 to $17. And I do believe we could see the stock up towards around $20 today. And once again, that's on DAWN. Prior day mover, 20% of the float. is currently short. That's about 5 million shares. It is a stock that's easy to borrow on a lot of mainstream platforms, and that brings in a lot of inexperienced short sellers into these stocks. And we are breaking above some key levels. So I absolutely want to watch DAWN, and I just talked myself into it. That's number 3 out of the gate. All right, so that's going to be number 3 out of the gate is DAWN. So some other ones that have potential, if they start moving, we'll dissect them a little bit more thoroughly, but I don't want to distract you guys. SIDU could have some potential for today. Okay, SIDU definitely could have some action behind it. ADN, same thing. There could be some potential today with ADN. Just right now, BKSY looks better. HCTI looks better. And when we really break down DAWN, it has better potential in my opinion. Does ADN have potential? Yes. But I think these other stocks that we've already discussed have much better opportunity, especially right at 930. Okay, and that's what we're doing is what stocks are we looking at for 930? Okay, so we have 3 to 5 stocks that have the best potential. Now, if these stocks are not doing anything, we simply take them off and replace them with the stocks that are ripping and running at that point in time. But it's our job to do our due diligence. It's our job to eliminate the noise to focus on what stocks we think are going to rip and run out of the gate. Because if we're correct and we're on the right stock, we are going to catch that stock and be in that stock before every other trader starts jumping on in. We want to be in before everybody else. We want to find the stock that has potential to rip and run before it starts ripping and running. Okay, so SIDU, a little bit of a back burner at this point in time. ADN, a little bit of a back burner at this point in time. AUVI, I would say it's a back burner until it's above 322. And the reason for that is there's a lot of resistance at 322. So I know AUVI has news today. I know AUVI is a prior mover. And a lot of traders are looking at AUVI. But here's the thing. There's a lot of resistance at 322. So first things first, I believe this thing needs to be breaking 322 first and staying above 322 before I even consider getting involved in that. But AUVI has potential. SOUN could have potential. CMRA is a prior day mover that has potential. Redbox could start ripping today. COGT could start ripping today, right? These are all prior day movers. These are stocks that have been moving consistently. Look at COGT. It's been moving for the past week. RDBX, it's been moving for the past like 2 months. CMRA was a great stock last week. SOUN had a great day on Friday. Okay, AUVI has been moving for the past few weeks. ADN. So you can see that these stocks have potential. These are all back burners. These are prior day movers that could start moving today, especially if our top stocks aren't doing anything. But right now at this point in time, it's our job to eliminate the noise, to dissect everything, to keep it simple. Focus on 3 stocks, 4 stocks, 5 stocks at most. What stocks do I believe have the best potential right at 930? Where's my focus? Number 1, BKSY. Number 2, HCTI. Number 3, my back burner sleeper play, that's going to be DAWN. Now, if you guys think there's another stock that has the best potential, you're like, Josh, you're missing this one. This is the stock that is going to rip today, that's going to steal the volume and steal the activity. Type it up inside the chat. Let me know. What are you guys looking at? What do you guys think has the best potential for today? Now, while you'll do that, let's talk about the SPY and the Qs. Okay, let's talk about the SPY and the Qs. The SPY right now currently up about 6 points. The Qs right now currently up about 4 points at this point in time. It's a very simple day on the SPY and the Qs. There's one key level you need to be paying attention to. On the SPY, 373.13. That's going to be this multi-day downtrend. And it's going to be prior support, new resistance. So if we can't break above that 373 to 374 level, and we see the SPY just struggling at this downtrend resistance, and we see the SPY struggling at this 373 level of resistance, you want to short this back down into the 369s, right? Back down to 369, and then back down into the 365s. So if you can't break above that 373 to 374, do not sit there and try and beat the stock to the long side. It's probably going to fade back down to 369 and then 365. You have a couple reasons that this is a key level. You have a lot of strong support from last week, right around that 373. You have that downtrend right here at 373 as well. So that's a key level that you need to keep on watch. If we can break above that level and we look strong and it looks very bullish, then yeah, we want to play it long back into the 380s. But first things first, what's the SPY going to do when the market opens at that 373? And the same thing applies to the Qs, right? The Qs, prior support was right around 280.25. So that low of day from May 20th, boom, right there to the penny, 280.25. And we could see that 280.25 being a level that's been respected multiple times. Look at that support, 280.25. Resistance, 280.25. Resistance to the penny, 280.25. Where was resistance to the penny this morning? 280.25. So that's a very key level that you need to keep on watch here with the Qs, right around that 280.25. Now, if we can break and stay above that 280.25, you need to be mindful about this downtrend. You know, that downtrend right around like 282, but that's a pretty key level to break. I wouldn't be too, crazy about the downtrend, I would guess to say. I wouldn't just put that much emphasis in it, like, oh, the downtrend's keeping me out of the trade. I wouldn't really do that. But I would definitely be mindful of the downtrend, as it could be a level of resistance here on the Qs. But the big key level that you need to be breaking above before you even think about getting long is that 280.25 here on the Qs. And if we can break and hold that level, look at how much room we have to the upside. We could see the Qs up into the 285s. It's very realistic. However, if we cannot break and stay above that 280.25, and we are showing weakness, and it is looking just, it's not going to happen. Sellers are still in control. Looks like we're going to have a nice little red day. How low could we see the Qs go? I would say down towards around that 275 here on the Qs next. So you got about 5 points in either direction, right? Breaking and staying above that 280.25, you can see it up at 285. If you cannot break and stay above that 280.25 level and it's strong resistance and it looks weak, you definitely have potential back down towards around 275 here on the Qs. So I would suggest sit back out of the gate the first 5, 10, 15 minutes and try to get a sense of direction and try to get an idea of where the SPY is going to be headed today based on that first 10 to 15 minutes of the open. Okay, but out of the gate tape, BKSY, number one penny stock that I will be watching right at the start of the day. Number 2, HCTI. Number 3, DAWN, and that is my low float, back burner, sleeper play that could lead to a little bit of a short squeeze as well. UAVS was creeping on up. UAVS creeping on up here. Announcing EBX, its first drone in class to receive design verification essential for BVLOS and operations over people from European Union Aviation Safety Agency. Whew. So, what's the key takeaway? It's the first drone, the very first drone in its class to receive design verification essential for whatever that BVLOS and operations over people is, but from the European Union Aviation Safety Agency. So the first drone in its class to get that approval from the European Union Aviation Safety Agency. So that's a pretty big deal. The first drone in its class to receive that verification. So you got UAVS. This is a medium float. It's kind of like BKSY, right? It's 75 million in float. Definitely can move, and it has great volume. 4 million shares traded just in the last less than 30 minutes. Right about 30 minutes. You've had about 4.3 million shares traded, and on average, 1.85. So UAVS has great potential as well. So let's go ahead and do our due diligence. Let's go ahead and get prepared. Let's see where the stock could possibly be going today. You are right at $1 resistance at this point in time, trying to break above $1. So I would say first things first, let the stock break $1. Let it break and actually stay above $1 before you think about getting long. Because if we can't break and stay above $1, this thing's probably just going to fade. It's going to lose that interest. Traders not going to be all that crazy about it. It's probably just going to fade and fall a little bit today, back down towards around, probably like right around 90 cents. Say right around that 90-cent level. So you do have support, decent support, light support, right around 90 cents. You do have resistance right here at $1. And if we can see UAVS breaking above $1, you do have room to 120. If we can get UAVS breaking above 120, you do have room to 127, and then over 127 up to 137 here on UAVS. So I like it. UAVS, there's definitely potential here. So let's go ahead and make UAVS maybe our number 3. So we have BKSY, great potential out of the gate. Definitely have it on high watch. HCTI, great potential out of the gate. High watch. UAVS, I like the press release. I love the flow. The volume's great. Has good upside potential. I like UAVS to watch out of the gate. And then I'm still looking at DAWN as my low float, high short interest, back burner sleeper play at this point in time. So that's what I'm looking at for the day. Did I miss any questions? Good morning, Kamal. What's up? Steven, how you feeling with the nicotine withdrawals? Was Sunday and yesterday the turnaround point? You start feeling normal? I feel fantastic. I feel great. I mean, don't get me wrong. I get that urge every now and then. It's like I come into the office and I sit down in the mornings. It's like, I've tried to put in the nicotine pack or the gum. And I'm like, it's just trying to get that that mind over matter, right? It's just always trying to like put something in my mouth. That sounded weird. Just disregarded what I said. But so I chew on gum. So the gum's helping out a lot. So yeah, as far as like the withdrawal aspect, the body craving it, I don't crave it. I don't want it. It's disgusting. But I still feel like I just that process of, you know what I mean? But the gum's helping out a lot. All right, team. So it's 9:17. It's 9:17 in the market. All right. We already know we're looking at BKSY, why we're looking at it, and our levels. We are prepared. Okay. HCTI. Sorry, we got an alert and a notice from Fidelity, so just checking that out. Number 2 for the day. HCTI above 136. I want to see it break this downtrend out of the gates above 136. And let's see if we have any potential today with HCTI. Okay. So absolutely watching HCTI out of the gate above 136. Looking to see if we can start to break the downtrend. And then we have potential to 180, 190, and then 2. UAVS, if we can break and hold above $1, fantastic. We could see this at 120 and then 127. You have support back down at 90 cents. DAWN, I want to watch the stock above $16 and then watch to see if we can break above 1680 to 17. I do think we could see a nice little pop and a nice little run towards around 20. That's my back burner sleeper. Okay. Let's talk about SIDU just a little bit more. For those of you looking at SIDU today, you do have resistance at 720, more resistance around 760. But if you never start really breaking above that 760 level, you could see SIDU all the way up towards around 850 on SIDU. Right now at this point in time, bottom support, 577. So you have 577 bottom support with top resistance at 720. Anything over 720, next resistance, 760. Anything over 760, you have room up to 840. Now, if you start to see SIDU cracking below that 577, you do have room down to 527 and then $5. Okay, SIDU could move today. There could be some great action and great potential. Go ahead and get prepared. Mark up your levels. Be one step ahead. And if we start to see some action and we start to see some big time volume, we're already ready to go. ADN is another stock that has decent potential for today. Right? We need to really break over this 338 first. We've got to break this 338 first here on ADN. Because if we can't break this 338 level, it's probably going to fade all the way back down towards around 278 here on ADN. So definitely want to be watching ADN to see if we can break above 338, stay above 338, and then get some action to the upside. All right, we can definitely see this at 366, but the bigger targets, $4, and then back up to the 440s. So first things first, we need to break and stay above that 338. If we can't, and we start fading and falling, it has room back down to 278. But if we can break, we can start trading above 338 on ADN, and we see that volume move in and that focus shift from another stock to this stock, we could definitely see $4, and then we can definitely see this thing up towards around 437 here on ADN. So definitely going to watch ADN as well, a little bit of a back burner. AUVI, I don't know, guys. I'm still 50-50 with it. I'm so 50-50 with it that I'm going to put AUVI back on a back burner watch list and take it off the main watch list. I'm just a little 50-50 with it there on AUVI. Just like SOUN, I'm like a little 50-50 with it. CMRA, I'm not really 50-50. I like what CMRA is doing. I like these higher lows. I like this just grind on up. It definitely shows a lot of potential. So definitely want to keep CMRA on watch. And we need to see this thing breaking above 5, right? 5 to 540 is where a lot of volume is really going to start moving on in. And we see that this stock has a lot of potential. All right, we could see 875, and then we could see $10. So this could be another, lower float, back burner sleeper play that no one's really looking at because it's not doing anything. The second this thing breaks over 5, it starts taking on off. And I mean, there's a lot of potential to the upside here on CMRA. So I absolutely want to keep CMRA on watch, just like we're watching DAWN. A little bit of a back burner sleeper play for the day. You do have support right now, back down at $4 on CMRA. Okay, so as long as we hold $4, that looks good. If we can start breaking above 5 and actually see some volume move in, that's fantastic. CMRA, definitely a stock that I think we should be watching as a little bit of a back burner sleeper play, just like DAWN. All right. RGBX, not a fan of it. COGT, not a fan of it. So I'm cleaning up the watch list. That's what I'm doing. There's so many stocks on this watch list. So many stocks that have potential. But which ones look the best, right? I don't want to look at 20 stocks. I want to look at like 2 stocks. All right. So here again, just to recap, if you're just now tuning in, what are the top stocks I'm watching, right? The ones that have my undivided attention and my full focus right at 9:30. That's going to be BKSY number 1, HCTI number 2, UAVS number 3, and then here are my back burner sleeper plays, DAWN, and then CMRA. Okay, those are my back burner sleeper plays. Okay, they are on watch. They have my focus at 9:30. All right. What stocks are purely on the back burner? Like legitimately on the back burner, I'll look at them maybe 15, 20 minutes in, right? They don't have my focus. It's going to be SIDU because it shows good potential. And then ADN because there is good potential. All right, guys. So it's 9:23. You know exactly what we're looking at, why we're looking at it. You guys are prepared for the day. You know exactly what we're looking at here on the spine, the cues. And it's going to be a fun day, guys. It's going to be an awesome day, and we're going to lock in some big-time profits and make it happen and start the week off green and start the week off strong. Jason is back. What's up, Jason? Oprah stinks. Those triggers will be around for a while. Glad you're feeling good. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate it. Feels fantastic. I love it. What's up, Mr. Josh? Jason is back. What's up, Jason? Welcome back, buddy. It's been way too long. Way too long. All right, so let's do this. Let's take a quick vote. Let's see what you guys are thinking inside the chat. Let's add a quick poll real quick and see what stock you think is going to do the best today. So again, what stock do you think is going to do the best today? Do you think the number 1 stock today, team, is BKSY? Do you think the number 1 stock today is going to be HCTI? Do you think that number 1 stock today is going to be maybe UAVS? Do you think it's going to be one of these sleeper plays, one of these back burner sleepers, such as DAWN? or CMRA? Or do you think the best of the best potential is going to be with the SPY and the Qs? Do you guys think that penny stocks are going to just be dead to where there's no opportunity whatsoever, that all of the focus is going to be with the SPY and the Qs? Let's see what you guys are thinking right now at this point in time inside the chats. The poll is now live right here at the top. What stock do you think is going to do the best today? Go ahead and cast your votes, and let's see what the team's thinking. If you guys are over on YouTube, go ahead and type it up inside of the message box. What stock do you think is going to do the best today? Do you think it's BKSY? Do you think it's HCTI? Do you think it's UAVS? Maybe one of these back burner sleeper plays, DAWN or CMRA? Or do you think it's going to be the SPY and the Qs? Go ahead and cast your votes. And let's see what the team is thinking. Right now, we have 43% of chat saying HCTI. And guys, girls, you have 3 minutes to go. Get those votes in. Let's see what you were thinking, and let's see where our focus is going to be for today. Catherine, good morning. Angela, HCTI. Cyrus saying BKSY. I know we didn't really talk about SYM all that much. And the reason we didn't talk about SYM all that much is the volume. It's just the volume. There was literally no volume on SYM. All right, there was no volume on it. But the shares are up 16% after Walmart discloses a 62% stake. Not like a big fillet, but a stake, an equity stake. Currently up 16% after Walmart disclosing that it holds 62% of this company. So I want to watch SYM. I do want to watch SYM. When I was looking at it, I'm like, it doesn't have volume. It's not worth my time. There's better opportunity out there. Now that I actually look at SYM and see why it's up, I want to watch it as well, guys. Okay, so I do want to watch SYM. But what are you guys thinking? What you thinking? Inside the chat, we have 45% of chat saying HCTI. Then we have 25% of chat saying they're just going to be watching the SPY and the Qs. So, out of the gate, let's watch HCTI and let's watch SYM. I'm curious to see what happens with SYM out of the gate. So, SYM, let's watch that out of the gate. And then let's watch HCTI out of the gate, because that's where you guys think the best of the best opportunity is going to be with HCTI, 45% of chat. So we have 1 minute to go. We are all set, ready to rock. If you have any questions, now's the time. Scanners are live. We are all set, ready to rock and roll. Once again, number one stock right out of the gates, HCTI above 136. We have room to 180, 190, and then $2. Number two, I'm going to be watching SYM. Just curious to see if this stock does anything out of the gate here, guys. We have less than 1 minute to go until the market's open. So let's get fired up. Let's get focused, and let's make it happen, ladies and gentlemen, and make this the best trading day of the month, of the year, of your lifetime. Let's have some fun. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Good morning again. Good morning. Good morning. And then for those of you beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ladies and gentlemen over on YouTube, today is the last day. Links in the bio on TikTok. Okay? The coupon's there. Today's the last day. 3 seats left. We have a new member joining the team today. So 3 seats. Don't miss out. Today's the last day. Markets open 3, 2, and 1. We are live and we are all set, ready to rock. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Let's have some fun. Let's lock in some profits. Again, you guys were saying HCTI, the number one stock of the day. Let's sit here out of the gates and let's watch HCTI. Number one stock right now at this point in time, HCTI. Let's go, team. So for those of you that are watching SIDU, SIDU is pretty much ripping here out of the gate from 670 all the way up towards around 705. Some pretty good action there on SIDU out of the gate, but right now we do have HCTI, beautiful break of the downtrend, right above 136 support, and it happened in pre-market. So if you guys took that trade in pre-market for that break of the downtrend off of that 136, congratulations. So right now, it's all HCTI, guys. If you are not in HCTI, I personally wouldn't be looking to get in right now. That's just me. If I was not in HCTI, I would not be looking for a fresh position at this point in time. The best entry was back down here in the 140s. Right now you're at 160. I wouldn't be touching it here at 160. Could it go to 180, $1.90, then $2? Absolutely. Could it come right back down to 135 support? Absolutely. No reason to be involved with HCTI at this point in time. However, BKSY doesn't look bad at all, guys. BKSY at this point in time, looking to break this downtrend off 263 support. So I do like BKSY at this point in time. And there's definitely some potential here for the break of the downtrend. And we do have some nice support right here at 264 on BKSY. BKSY was one of my top stocks to be watching today. The floats, decent, medium, right? Up 33%, great volume, fantastic press release. We have room to 280 next, and then $3 here on BKSY. So right now, support 264. Downtrend resistance. If we can break this downtrend, which it looks like we're getting ready to, or we are, you have room to 280 and then $3 here on BKSY. So high watch BKSY for the break of the downtrend up to 280 and then $3. All right, now HCTI is just giving a little bit of that back. Like I said, if you're not already in it, you're not buying this at $1.60 because it could very well come right back down to 135 support. It's not a buy. And right there, HCTI went from around 160 back down into the 140s in the blink of an eye. So right now, BKSY is the best looking stock. It's the better looking setup at this point in time. Beautiful break of the downtrend. Now we're getting some volume. Now we're getting some action. Boom. There is 279. So very, very close to that 280. So I'm going to wait for the next little pullback. Get a nice little intraday pullback. Look for a nice entry here. I'd like to be in before the break of 280, as I do think BKSY could get a nice little pop up towards around $3 here on BKSY. So again, as you guys can see, 0 trades on the day. Nothing on the table right now at this point in time. Sitting back, I'm relaxed. Again, it's all about the best of the best setup, the one and done. The best of the best setup, the one and done. The moneymaker. So right now, BKSY has my attention. I want to see it down just a little bit lower, maybe like 269. Like one more little red candle. I know I'm being a little greedy, and not greedy in the way you think, not greedy to lock in profits, not greedy because I'm emotional, but greedy that I want to buy it at a lower price, right? Greedy because I want to get in at 269. Did it come down close? It did. Did I get an entry? I did not. But this thing is absolutely squeezing right now. So if you guys got in for the break of the downtrend, I'm envious. Congratulations. If you guys got in on that first little pullback, I'm envious. Congratulations. I'm currently not in it right now, but it's awesome to see this stock work on out the way we thought. It's awesome to see this stock up another 20, 30 cents out of the gate, especially after we broke that downtrend off support. That's a beautiful thing right there, guys. So congrats if you guys are in BKSY. You do have room to $3. So right now, I'm watching. I just wanted to shift my attention real quick, guys. I wanted to shift my focus just here for a moment on over to the SPY and the Qs. And the reason for that is out of the gates, right up into that downtrend. The SPY out of the gates, right into that level of resistance and the downtrend. This is a key level. Key level to keep on watch. 373.13 on the SPY. This right around this 281 here on the Qs. That's right around that downtrend on the Qs. I know it's slightly above that 280.25 level, but that downtrend is still a level to keep on watch. Same thing with the SPY. The SPY is right at its downtrend, right at that 373.13 level of resistance. High watch. Keep your eyes peeled here on the SPY and the Qs. And yes, I am watching the Qs here. And if I start to see the Qs get rejected and start to roll on over a little bit, I am ready to pull the trigger on SQQQ to the long side. So you guys are fully aware. SPY is getting some heat here, taking some heat, getting a nice little through that level. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, BKSY is a phenomenal little break of that downtrend. Nice little break of that downtrend there on BKSY. So still watching BKSY, guys. Support now is 280. So nice little break of the downtrend. Nice run up to that 280. Quick pullback. Nice break on out. Now what are we doing? We're simply pulling back into old resistance, new support. So BKSY has support here right at $2.80. So I'm going to take a small little stab of BKSY here, right for that break and retest. And BKSY says, yeah, break and retest? What's that? What's a break and retest, Josh? Do you know what a break and retest is? I don't think so. So again, I saw that nice little break, pulling back for the retest. I'll take a stab at it right at that level of support for a nice little bounce. Right now, it looks like crap. Oh, I got to get out of this thing. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, that's so gross. So I'm closing out right now, guys. I'm closing out. That was just one of those trades that, unfortunately, looks like crap, and close out all. We are done with that. We are done. Again, I took the trade quick because I saw the consistency. Breaking the downtrend off support looked fantastic. Quick pullback, break resistance, rip and run looked fantastic. Nice pullback, looking fantastic. I jump in, 280, I'm cool with it. And then boom, just came right through that level of support and said, yeah, what's a retest? What's a pullback and retest? I have no idea what a pullback and retest is. And it just fell right on through. So I got out for a $239 loss. All right, YouTubers. So that's our day. Yeah, you had a couple wins, right? If you took the break of the downtrend, great job. If you got the quick retest and you scaled out a little bit, good job. There wasn't really too much with HCTI. There wasn't anything with UAVS. Wasn't anything with SYM. Nothing with DAWN. Nothing with CMRA. Nothing with SIDU or ADN at this point in time. So the only stock that had great potential was BKSY breaking that downtrend. And I said, if you guys missed it, look for your quick little pullback before the break over that 280 and the next leg up. So if you caught any of BKSY, congratulations and good job if you caught anything out of it. Other than that, it's not like there's an abundance of opportunity. It's not like we have this stock ripping and running, that stock screaming to the upside in the first 10 minutes. It's a little 50-50. That's a little 50-50. BKSY, couple good setups back to back. Then it's just fading, it's failing, it's not holding on up. HCTI, nice little pop out of the gate, giving a lot back. UAVS, fading. SYM, fading. DAWN, CMRA, fading, fading, fading. Okay? It's the first day back after a 3-day weekend, after a holiday weekend. Every now and then, that first day back is a little choppy. It's a little challenging. Traders are all over the place. There's no consistency. So again, be smart, trade safe, wait for the best of the best setups. And right now, there's not an abundance of quality A-plus setups at this point in time. So you really have to sit back and be patient and wait for that trade to come to you. On top of that, you're 12 minutes into your day. You are 12 minutes in to your day. It does not matter how quick you take a trade and how much money you make before 10 o'clock. It has no one cares. It does not matter how you start the day. What matters is how you end your day. So if there's no trades right now, sit back, be patient, relax, and wait. Something will present itself, and when it does, you're prepared, you're ready to go, you will make it happen. All right, so be smart, trade safe, wait for the best of the best setups, end your day strong, and end your day profitable. Enjoy the rest of your day, YouTubers. And I'll see you guys back here tomorrow morning. But right now, it's me and you traders inside of chat. It's me and you. We got a quick one on the SPY. One tall cool one. Got a quick $100 already to start his day. Congratulations. Good job. So I have officially kind of shifted my focus on over to the Qs and the SPY. And the reason for that is we have some great action out of the gate here with the Qs. We have some great action out of the gates here with the SPY. I'm curious to see what we have coming on up. And the reason I'm shifting my focus is look at BKSY. It had great opportunity, great potential. Dumping on down, fading on off. HCTI had great potential. Dumping on off, fading on off, right? UAVS, fading. SYM, fading. DAWN, fading. So right now, penny stocks is not where the opportunity is. You go out to the job site and you want to sit there and put up some siding. Well, guess what? They don't want the siding put on today. There is no job to replace the siding on the house. Okay, they want you to paint. Did you bring your roller? You got your paintbrush, right? Are you prepared? Do you have your tools in your tool belt? Are you ready to go? Well, guess what? We have our tools in our tool belt. Right now, the opportunity isn't with penny stocks. It could be. We'll still keep them on watch. But right now, at this point in time, 9:44 a.m., where's the opportunity? Well, it's definitely, in my opinion, here with the SPY and the Qs. So let's shift our focus. SPY pulling back pretty nice and hard here. The Qs pulling back pretty nice and hard. Let's see if we get a nice little setup here. Maybe a nice little bearish setup. Maybe we can start a nice little short position. I don't care what it is, long or short. Maybe we can get something that's really clean, really clear, that just really stands out and screams, trade me right now. This is the opportunity. This is the trade. Let's go. Let's sit back and wait and see where that opportunity is, guys.